Hello, everybody. 95.9 FM, KSUN Radio, Wichita, Kansas, the Full Court Press. I am your host, Andrew Duncan. You guys are checking me out live. Don't forget, you can also check out the Facebook fan page, the Full Court Press. You can also check me out on Twitter at Andrew Duncan83. You can also check out the website, thefullcourtpress.wix.com/the Full Court Press. That's a mouthful. Say that 10 times fast. All right, we're still here at Bellator at Kansas Star Casino Arena, Mulvane, Kansas, and right now I have with me one of the originators. Great to have him with us in MMA.
What he's saying is I'm old. He's right.
All right, you know what? A guy who's been around as long as you have, what is one of the great things in terms of the way that the business has begun to transition? What has been, you think, your favorite aspect of it, and what do you think has been your least favorite aspect of it?
Oh my God, for me, the favorite thing that's been there for me is people now appreciate what these athletes do. They understand what kind of training they have to go through. They understand all the hard work and dedication it takes. They understand that it's not two thugs going in. They give them credit for being the supreme athletes that they are now. That makes me incredibly happy because they deserve it, and it was something that in the beginning they never got. So that would be the thing that I like the most, is how much people appreciate the fighters and what they're doing now. The worst part of it is you know what? You're never going to satisfy everyone all the time. Everyone's got opinions on things. They all expect every fight to be great. Not every fight's going to be great, and that's just, when it's real, you can't script it. And so there's some fights that we have, they're just not very good fights. We have some fights that are unbelievable. I tell people all the time, I don't care what it is. Great boxing is great to watch. Great MMA is great to watch. Bad MMA or bad boxing, they suck to watch. And that's just the way it is in the fight game, because it's not scripted like the WWE. Sometimes you think you're going to put together a great fight, and it doesn't happen. Sometimes you think, it won't be that good, and it's one of the greatest fights ever. So that's just, people need to look at this in the real fashion of sometimes guys just can't go out and do what they think they can do under the certain circumstances because the person they're going against is just a difficult person for them.
And speaking of that, whenever you go on a Facebook fan page or Twitter or whatever, and you go into the comments section, it's littered, and it seems like everybody's got an opinion.
Everyone does have
Everybody's got an opinion. And just because you have an avenue, that doesn't mean you should say something just because you can. Do you think that we've almost gotten spoiled in terms of, we always want to see that big knockout or that amazing fight? Do you think maybe fans for a while got kind of spoiled on that, and maybe the casual fan just doesn't truly understand what MMA is really about?
I think that there's certain things about MMA that the fans always want the spectacular, and I don't blame them. They want the spectacular knockout. They want this great, flying submission or something like that. It's just not always possible. You get a lot of these things like, no, don't leave the fight in the judge's hands. Sometimes you really don't have any say in that because your opponent is so good. You're countering everything he's doing, but he's countering everything, and it's a tough, grind-out fight that you just can't end. And you get people that they look at it, and they don't understand what MMA is. They'll want the fight to be stood up when someone is doing what they are legally allowed to do and doing it well on the ground, but it's not exciting to them because they don't understand it, and so they want the sport to change. The sport is not about small glove kickboxing. There's all kinds of elements. Fighters are doing the things that they're supposed to do to stay in those positions. So I wish they were just a little more educated on it. That's what I try to do.
Excellent. And the guy who's been around as long as you have, again, and I'm not trying to. You accomplish so many things. I've talked to guys who've been in the football business a long time, basketball business a long time, and everybody's got kind of that one thing that they love that they did, that they accomplished in this business, no matter what everybody else thinks their greatest accomplishment is. What do you think yours is?
Man, I got no idea. I really don't. I tell people all the time, I'm lucky. At one time in my life, I didn't think of it that way, but I'm so lucky that I got to do what I did in this sport, that they made me a referee, because I would have been long gone if I was a fighter. Mm-hmm. And as a referee, I've been able to stay active in it. I've taken part in big parts of it and putting things together and rules and things like that. And to be in the position that I'm at now, 53 years of age, and I'm still with the very best fighters there are in the world almost every week doing a show somewhere, couldn't be a luckier person.
Awesome. And one more question before I take up any more of your precious time. If there's one thing that you want everybody out there watching right now to know about you, what would be that one thing, Dean?
That I'm not as dumb as you think, I guess.
Oh, man.
I don't know, but it's I'll tell you one thing. Most people think, you seem really mad in the cage. I'm never mad. I'm enjoying life. I'm having a good time. So if you think I'm mad,
All right, everybody, thank you very much. I really
pleasure,
appreciate
man.
it. An original right here from all the way back to UFC #1. Unbelievable.
it's a long time.